Hi, my name's Bridget. I worked for Aqua Essence for 2 years and thoroughly enjoyed my time. I'm now a final year medical student at the University of Sheffield in the UK and missing everyone back in Winnipeg.
Hi, my name is Adam Yan and I'm currently a second year medical student at the University of Manitoba. I worked at Aqua Essence between approximately 2007 and 2009, and I look back at that experience as both a very fond one and a very beneficial one for me.
Hi, my name is Piper and I used to work for Aqua Essence Swim Academy, and it was the best part-time job I have ever had.
Hi everyone, my name is Roman for those of you who don't know me. I worked for Aqua Essence for about 2 years, and around 4 months ago I moved away from Winnipeg to Hamilton, Ontario.
My experiences in Aqua Essence really helped me with lots of aspects of my life, particularly getting into medical school and getting various scholarships. At the time when I was teaching, I thought that school was my biggest priority, trying to get the grades to get into university and everything. And of course that is important, but looking back on it, it's the other aspects of my life, working, things, other hobbies and things that really helped me develop the skills that will help me be a good doctor.
I can remember vividly the first lesson I ever taught at Aqua Essence. It was right around the time where Shauna was having her first child, and she asked me to take over a parents and child class that she had previously taught. I was already anxious about teaching my very first lesson, and knowing that these parents would have unrealistic expectations of me after having had Rashawn as their instructor sure didn't help calm my nerves. I can recall that every minute of that lesson felt like an eternity. There was nothing more than I wanted than to get out of that pool and walk away. But I didn't. I remember I was dreading coming back the next week, but I did. And I got better, and the third lesson got even better.
If being a swimming instructor at Aqua Essence is your first job, like it has been mine, then you have absolutely no idea how lucky you are and what a great place it is to be.
I think it's hard to really appreciate what a big responsibility you have as a swimming teacher. You're responsible for someone's child, and you're responsible for their progress. And especially with all of the first aid that you have to know for being a swimming teacher or a lifeguard, it's a really big deal. And I think that demonstrating that I developed the responsibility, that I had the responsibility and developed those skills, definitely helped me in my medical school interviews.
Working at Aqua Essence and having to struggle through making my first lesson plans, having my first class, really taught me about perseverance and asking for help. It also helped me understand that making mistakes is okay, that no one expects you to be perfect on your first try, but people expect you to ask for help and not to make the same mistakes twice. If I had to select one word to describe Aqua Essence, I would choose community. Working at Aqua Essence, I always felt that Rashawn and the other staff had my best interests in mind. For me, working at Aqua Essence was my very first part-time job, and I didn't really know what that entailed. I didn't really understand the differences between a part-time job and any other extracurricular I had. I felt that Rashawn really helped ease this transition for me because I knew she cared about my success. And I knew that she cared about not only my success in the pool, but my success in every aspect of my life.
Having to search for jobs and go through jobs, interviews, I really got to understand what a different place Aqua Essence is and what a different employer Rashauna is. At most places I've noticed that usually you don't even know who the boss is, and there's really no one to talk to, and no one cares about anything that goes on in your life other than work.
I also developed my teaching skills, which have helped me in medical school because I do a lot of peer teaching with my friends on different topics, and also have to teach patients a lot about their health condition and what's going on with them. And working with Aqua Essence, teaching both parent and top classes, toddlers, school-age kids, you really had to learn how to relate to kids and people of different ages. and ways to connect with them. And that, I think, has been one of the most valuable lessons I've had.
The biggest thing that I can take from Aqua Essence really is Roshana, because for me it didn't really feel like Roshana was my boss. It felt like she was a friend, almost like more of it was like a third parent who also was giving me every few months schedules to do swimming lessons for them. But she really cared and really wanted to help and try to understand any situation that might be conflicting with work, or any situation that's happening in my life that needs attention from someone on the outside.
At the time, I had equated working at Aqua Essence as the same as any other extracurricular activity, but now I realize that's really an oversimplification of the situation. When you have a part-time job, you're not just responsible to your employer, to your coworkers, but you're responsible to the customers, the people who are paying for their children to come and have swimming lessons each and every week. I remember the time having trouble wrapping my head around why I couldn't miss a swimming lesson if I didn't want to come. If I had another activity or I had a friend's birthday, why could I not just get someone to sub for my lesson? I now understand that Roshana couldn't let me miss all these lessons because she has a business to run. For me, it was just about teaching swimming, but for her, she needs to cater to the needs of the parents as well. For parents who are paying for their children to come and swim each and every week, they need to know that their instructors are invested in their children's swimming knowledge, that the people teaching their kids are professional and responsible individuals who are punctual and reliable. If they're going to give you their trust of their child's safety in the water, they need to have these assurances. Thus, it's important the same individual came each and every week to teach their children swimming.
I also had a lot of fun. I absolutely loved working for Roshana. She taught me when I was about 5 years old, and she and my mum would always laugh at the funny faces I'd make while doing front crawl. And so it was really rewarding to be able to work for her once I started teaching swimming. And she was incredibly supportive, letting me shadow her while she was teaching and shadow some of the other staff, and giving me different tips on things that I could do, until I finally got to the point where I was ready to teach my own classes. And she's always helped us think about ways that we could do better. And I think that that's really important, and no matter what you do in life, to be able to always know that there's something that you can improve upon.
As I reflect now upon my time at Aqua Essence, it's become more apparent to me how important that experience was in shaping my character. I now hope one day to pursue a career in pediatric medicine, and I'm confident that to some extent, my positive experiences working with children at Aqua Essence has helped lead me in this direction. I hope all of you enjoy your time working at Aqua Essence and are able to come out with the same great experiences that I had. I hope everyone has a wonderful and safe year in and out of the pool. Thanks.
One of the biggest things that I miss in Winnipeg is Roshana. And I don't think that many people can say that about their workplace, about their previous workplace, that they really miss their boss. And so I think that having built that relationship with Roshana is something that you can't acquire anywhere else in any other circumstances. So if there's one thing that you can get from Aqua Essence, aside from the paychecks that you're getting at the end of the month, is one great and amazing friend that'll always be there to help you.
Working at Aqua Essence taught me a lot about myself and a lot about how to interact with other people, and I am so thankful for the extraordinary experience and opportunities that working at Aqua Essence gave me. Teaching swimming is an extraordinary gift because you are able to meet so many interesting families and teach lots of really nice and welcoming families and kids and adults, and it definitely teaches you more than any other job ever could, because you're constantly on the ball. You're challenged both physically and mentally every lesson, and it's definitely a very rewarding experience. So I wish you all the best of luck this year, and if you ever need anything, never hesitate to ask Roshana or ask each other, or ask any of the previous staff, because I can assure you I personally would love to answer any questions or help in any way possible. So yeah, have a great year. Okay, bye!